Hi, Kopites. In this video, I want to talk about Charlie Adam. Now, for me, I thought Charlie Adam was a pretty poor signing, to be honest, from Dalglish. There's not a lot of things that Dalglish has got wrong, but I do like what he was saying on TalkSport. So I've just been watching his interview with TalkSport, and he was talking about Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, saying that they're basically master negotiators. Basically saying that he thinks they've done really well and he doesn't think that they're finished yet. Usually, when they want players, they don't hang about unless it gets silly and stuff like that. But I do agree with him. I mean, at first I thought, what's Richard Hughes doing? The contracts aren't getting done, and there was no business last summer, was there? And they were blaming this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, they've done all right, haven't they? They've kept Van Dijk, they've kept Salah. Yeah, that Trent went, but I think, to be honest, he was always going to go. As like I've said to you before, I think when Klopp wanted Bellingham and the deal fell through, I think from then, that's my opinion. I think he's been learning his Spanish from then, and he was always going to wait till his contract ran out and join Bellingham. But apart from that, he's done all right, and they brought Kopites in. For me, probably the best left back in the Premier League at the moment. Frimpong, fantastic signing, and he can cover for Salah when he goes to the Africa Cup of Nations. And then you've got Florian Wirtz. For me, he's probably as good as Bellingham, in my opinion. Mamardashvili looks like a good backup. I know he didn't do too well for Valencia, but you can't always blame the goalkeeper. The defence has got to do its part as well. Who else have we brought in? Pesky looks like a good young goalkeeper from the highlights I've seen of him, so be interested to see what happens with him next season, whether he'll get the League Cup games or what, I don't know, because we've signed that other lad, haven't we, that Woodman. He's probably going to be the number 3, I would imagine. Pesky will probably be the under-21 goalkeeper, or Pesci, however you pronounce his name. But he's done some good business. I mean, we brought in, I think, 6, I read earlier on today, 6 players in total. So that's some good business. That's half a squad, isn't it? We've only let Quansah really go. I know we've let Nat Phillips go, haven't we? But he was never part of the squad anyway. But I just want to read you exactly what Charlie Adams said. So it says, while speaking on TalkSport, former Liverpool midfielder Charlie Adam has given his verdict on the transfer business Liverpool have done this season. They're doing their business well, Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards are strong negotiators, and once they get their targets and get their eye on something, they don't really let it go unless it gets silly. When they want somebody, they go and get it and do their business. They don't hang around, and I think that's clear from the manager as well. So yeah. Then it says here, Liverpool are clear favourites to win the Premier League title again. Last season, Liverpool fans knew they'd won the Premier League before it was even confirmed. The way that Slot had his team playing was second to none, and even though most thought it would take the Reds some time to get back to their best after Jurgen Klopp's departure, that couldn't have been further from the truth. The start of the 25-26 Premier League season is just around the corner, and even before the likes of Florian Wirtz and Frimpong were brought to Anfield, there was a lot of pressure on the Merseyside outfit's heads. However, now that their team is even better than before, it's hard to deny that they're not the favourites to win the title once again. Of course, things can go sideways and injuries can occur, but on paper, it feels like Liverpool are the ones to beat. So, yeah, I just thought I'd bring you that real quick. I'm just trying to make some videos for you. Just try and catch up with what I've missed, really. I noticed today as well that Isak didn't travel, did he, for Newcastle's hiding in Scotland against Celtic 4-0. Apparently, Eddie Howe sent him home. Said he didn't want him there, with all the stuff that's going on. but he fully expects him to stay. They haven't got a sporting director at the moment, have they, Newcastle? So Eddie Howe's having to do everything at the moment. So I don't think he'll leave, to be honest, but you never know. But if we get Ekitike over the line, I can't see us going for him, so it might be somebody else. It could be like, I don't know, Saudi team or something. But I can't see it. I would be absolutely gobsmacked if Isak isn't a Newcastle player at the start of the season. Well, at the end of the transfer window, should I say. That's it for this video. Take it easy.